Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here for another Think Tank Thursday. How are you today, my friends? I cannot wait to create with you. I am so excited to be here, and I hope that you are as well. Let me get my chat opened up here. And okay, so I have a couple of little housekeeping things to start with. First of all, you see down here that the paper pumpkin sale is still going on. It's only been a couple of days. The 23rd yesterday and today. And so there's still some things left that are really, really cool. What is that sentiment one? Gratitude and something kit. It's absolutely beautiful. It has a little treat box and it has cards to match. It is so cute, and the kit is like $10 on sale. It is super, super fabulous. I actually ordered like 4 or 5 or 6 of them because they're beautiful and I love them. So anyway, you can find the paper pumpkin stuff right here. QR code. Just hold your camera up there and you can get a snapshot, and it'll take you directly to the Paper Pumpkin page. So this is only available actually if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So I should tell you that. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, though, you can go to my website and subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. It is a wonderful program, absolutely fabulous, and I love the monthly kits. It's so great. And then also, bonus days are wrapping up. We have just a few more days left before they are gone. So this is every $50 that you purchase on the website, you get a $5 bonus coupon code that you can use for any of your purchases next month. Super, super awesome. And it's cumulative. So if you spend $150, then you're going to get 3 coupon codes and you'll be able to spend those, or you can gift them away. So be on the lookout, because I have a feeling I'll be doing a little bit of a prize patrol for a $5 coupon code. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff. And I want to bring this over and do this. I'm going to go ahead and switch my screen so that you can see what we're working with today. Super cool. Okay, I see some folks are coming in. Hello, Miss Sherry. Hello, Miss Debbie. How are you today, darlings? This is really fun. So the products that we're going to be using today are Under the Moon. I just got this one in and I haven't even used it yet. It's crazy. And then the Wonderful Thoughts stamp set, because as you can see, there are no sentiments here. So I thought this would be a good one to bring a fun one in and have a bunch of different sentiments that we can choose from. So folks are coming on in. Say hello. If you've never been here before, let me know where you're tuning in from. We love to visit with everybody. And as you guys know, for those who have been here, the purpose of Think Tank Thursday is for us to spend some time just creating and having fun and hanging out. So get your favorite drink. Get cozy, get comfy, kick your shoes off, get your cozy blanket, whatever you need to do. Sit back and relax and be ready to put your thinking caps on, because we will be doing some Q&A, right? So I will, as the designing process goes along, I will ask you questions and I will look forward to your answers, because you are going to help create the projects. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, I have a handful of colors here with me that I thought maybe we could work with. So I give us just a little hint of a direction to go with, and then you guys are the end all be all answers of it all. So the colors that I've got today, I think these are really, really pretty colors, especially for this particular stamp set. I think it's gorgeous. We've got Wild Wheat, boho blue, misty moonlight, smoky slate, and basic black. Now, of course, I also have basic white and thick basic white as well, so we can use those. But I think for the most part, these are the colors that we'll want to work with, okay? So, are you guys ready to get to it? Okay. Let me set these off to the side. I know the lighting keeps adjusting because of the darker paper and now my background. So sorry about that. We'll try to do the best we can to keep it from being too distracting. Okay, we're using Under the Moon and Wonderful Thoughts. Absolutely beautiful stamp sets. Both of them are photopolymer, and the wonderful thing about the Wonderful Thoughts one is that it has a die set that goes along with it, and these dies actually are made to cut out the sentiments. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I think that this will give us some really good open possibilities for our projects, right? Okay, what are we going to do first? The first thing I think that I would like to do, oh, that's just regular basic white. I think I would like to start with a regular thick basic white card base. And let me grab the trimmer here. Okay. Here we go. And let's go ahead and cut it at 5.5 inches. So we're just going to be doing this standard card here, and we'll score it at 4.25. Okay. There we go. And where's my bone folder? There we go. I need that. Burnish my score lines. Okay. And now we have a blank canvas. So, what do we want to do? All right. I have options and I have some thoughts. So, one of the thoughts is with regard to the circle. Come on now. Get a little flick and it drives me bonkers. I am so sorry. Look at me just piddling around with that little fuzz. Okay, there we go. All right, so we can do a couple of different things. I'm thinking one of the things that we can do is take maybe the clouds, stamp them on basic white cardstock. Maybe we can fussy cut a little bit of that out. And maybe we can make a scene and then build it up in layers. How's that? I really like the dolphins here. For whatever reason, that reminds me so much of Mexico when we were there, and I really want to use them. So I'm hoping that what we do, we'll be able to use those. And actually, all of the stamps are super cute, really. So let's see here. We have our card base. How about... let's see. It's time to choose. Are you guys ready to choose? Okay, I'm thinking that we should do either wild wheat as a background, or how about, I'm looking to see if I have any pieces already big enough in any of my packages. Certainly I can cut some. There we go. There's a piece. Okay. Or do we want to do Misty Moonlight? So this is going to be our background layer. And we could do both, but honestly, I think that might be a little much. So I would rather do either Misty Moonlight with Balmy Blue. Not Balmy, sorry, Boho Blue. Misty Moonlight with Boho Blue. Or we can do Wild Wheat and Smoky Slate. Okay, so are we doing Misty Moonlight and Boho Blue, or are we doing Wild Wheat and Smoky Slate? Okay, all right, yes, and Sherry has piped up right off the bat, Misty Moonlight and Boho Blue. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here. And let's keep this relatively small edges. So I want to do 5 3/8 by, yes, yay, Miss Debbie's got Misty and Boho too. Okay, we are on fire already today, folks. I love it when folks are on the same track. It makes it so much easier. Okay, and then we're going to do the Boho Blue at 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. There we go. Set those off to the side. Hello, everybody. I see new folks have come in. Say hello. Let us know you're here. All right. We've got Misty Moonlight and Boho Blue. And that is already absolutely gorgeous. Now, what if we took one of these and let's see here. What if we took, that's a bit big. What if we took maybe this one? Come on now. There we go. What if we took that one and let's see. Kind of think we maybe need stylish shapes dies or maybe the circle punch. Let me see about those stylish shapes dies. Oh, or we could do the deckled circles. Let's see here. Okay. So we have this, and we can do, let's see if we can find one to layer. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, but does it cover it up? That's what we want to know. And it does. That one's a little bit too big. Okay. I'm looking for a circle that will fit inside here. And maybe that one. Maybe that one. Okay. All right. Let's see there. And get these out of the way. Yes, please. All right. Basic white cardstock. Check. And okay. One of the circle punches work, but you can't remember which one. Oh, probably the 2 3/8. Let me see. I'll be right back. Good thing everything is all right here. 2 3/8. Let's see how that goes. All right, and because I can, I'll just go ahead and do this. And it's probably a little smaller. Yeah, it's a little smaller than what we want, but if we did, let's see what let's go in reverse. Let's see what this one will match. Hi, Miss Vicky. How are you, darling? Thanks so much for joining us. That one would work. Yeah, that one would work okay. All right, so we have options. We have options. We'll have to see here which we like better. Okay, so this I'm going to set aside. And I'll set that punch over here out of the way as well. Okay, and I'll cut this one with the basic white. And come here. Die machine. Okay. Let's see. How's everybody doing today? Tell me what you're up to. Has everybody been getting enough rain? I feel like we could do with more, but I don't necessarily want a monsoon all at once, right? I'd really like it to be light showers here and there and give the ground enough time to absorb it in before it starts going goofy again. That's what I would like. Okay, so we have the little deckled circle piece here, and then we have our circle punch here. Now, you're just watching me, huh? Well, that's good. Okay, and because we have two different sizes and we have two different options, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to get another piece of the Misty Moonlight. If my camera would quit autofocusing, that would be helpful. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think maybe that helps. Okay, there we go. Sorry, there's a little button on my camera, and it will do all of the cool focusing for me. Okay, Sherry's doing great after getting paperwork done and painters in her house all day. Are you happy to have the painting done, Miss Sherry? That one fits, but the other one is a little too much. So let's see here. Surely I have another big piece. If not, I will cut one. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Is that big enough? No. All right. I'm going to cut another piece of cardstock here. Hold on. I just have all of these little scraps I'm trying to be mindful of. Do you guys have a pile of scraps like that? Look at this. So this is how I store my cardstock. I have my sheets here. And then if I were to have cut like a half a card, which actually there's one in here, so you can see half of a card, I would stick it in the back so that I know that is a card base. And then all of my little bits and pieces are in here. And I'm trying to be more mindful about using these up before I cut new sheets of paper. So I thought I was doing a good thing, but alas, I was not. So I'm just going to borrow this half sheet for the sake of it, and I will go ahead and cut both of these out. And that way we can decide which we want to use. Miss Vicky's not been here with us on our Think Tank Thursday before, so darling, what we are doing is designing a project together. I don't have a design already worked out. This is totally random on the fly. I have a basic set of colors worked out, and I have basic supplies as far as stamps and dies. And that is the extent of my pre-prep. Hi, Miss Tondra. How are you, darling? So happy to see you here today. What are you up to, dear? I see we've got more folks coming in as well. Friends, I'd love for you to say hello and let us know where you're watching from. I'm tuning in to y'all from East Tennessee. And it's actually not a terrible afternoon, evening. Earlier today, it was really, really humid and hot. But it's cooling down just a little bit. Not much. Let's not confuse it with fall. Yeah, 90 degrees. Yuck. Exactly. Exactly, my friend. Okay, here we go. Our next vote. All right. First vote is that we've got these pieces here, and we're going to put them on here. Okay. The next vote is, do we use these pieces? Or these pieces. So bigger circles, smaller circles. Which one are we going to use? And Miss Tondra, if you missed it, Miss Vicky, this is the stamp set that we're using. And actually, you know, it might be a good idea to even find out. Oh yeah, I can do that. I was just checking to make sure that these little circles would actually fit on this. And Miss Debbie, is that what you were talking about? Because now all of a sudden that makes way more sense even. Let me check and see here. Debbie says the bigger circles. Okay, very good. And oh girl. Okay, so Miss Debbie had said that she thought one of the circle punches coordinated, and I thought she was talking about with these dies, but Miss Debbie was talking about the Under the Moon stamp set. She's so stinking smart. Look at this. Oh! Okay, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so that being said, see, I learn new things too in this thing. So this is a fun time. Okay, so now we have other options, but the bigger circles for sure. So I'm going to set this piece off to the side. And we'll stick with this one. I'm going to go ahead and glue down these two layers right here. Yes. Where's my adhesive? There it is. Hi, Miss Tracy. How are you? Saying hi because you'll be watching on the TV. Oh, yay. You can't send comments on the TV. That's okay. Oh, my goodness. You hurt your back. Darling, I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks. You know what? You don't realize how much you use your back until you do something to it. And then it is abundantly clear how much you use your back for literally everything. Darling, I hope you feel better soon. That is no fun at all. You just kick back and relax and watch the show and laugh at me while I'm laughing at myself over the fun new things I'm learning. I do hope you feel better, sweetheart. That sucks so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have this. Now, I'm just thinking that because we're using boho blue, stop that, you stinking camera. Oh my goodness. Is it fuzzy on your end too? It's crazy. Okay, I'm thinking since we've got this boho blue, that we have some options with regard to ribbon and thread also. Of course, we can use some twine. So we've got our linen thread there. And let me just grab the white. We have boho blue twine. We have, all kinds of cool stuff here. You know, I could have had these already, but why would I have anything pre-prepared? Especially when it's all at arm's length, right? Vicky, if you don't see any comments, it's because those individuals are watching me on YouTube. So I am actually streaming on Facebook and YouTube and looking very official and fancy with that. So, so if you're not seeing comments on there, it's because, let me take a look. It looks like, Miss Tondra is on Facebook, and you are as well, and the other girls are on YouTube. So, friends, if I happen to respond to a comment, I'm going to try really hard to remember to read what I'm responding to first. That way, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, you'll know what on earth I'm talking about. Okay. All right, so we've got our card base here. All right. And we need to do some stamping. So if we're using our bigger circles, we can decide if we want to do maybe, like, I'm thinking this background right here, or foreground rather, the water on this piece, and then maybe do this one or this one, and you guys will have to decide one of these on this piece since we already have it cut, and then we can bump it up a little bit. Or do we want to just stamp like these two together already? So here's our question. Are we stamping the, let's say, sunset and water on one? Or are we bumping up this one? So are we stamping directly on the bigger circle, or are we bumping onto the smaller one? So there's our question. Stamp on the big one or bump the little one. Either way, we will still stamp the water here on the little one. So we need to decide if we're doing the sunset type or we're doing this one. Okay, so left or right? Okay, well, you guys are deciding that one. I'm going to go ahead and get a block for these stamps. So I'm going to use that one. We already discussed possibly doing clouds, sunset, and water on one. Okay, you guys are in harmony today too. That's fabulous. All right, now I'm going to just go ahead and I'll grab all these stamps because why not? Okay. Let me stick those there. Grab some blocks. Toodaloo. All right. One. I need to clean my blocks. My goodness, they're all gooky. 2 and 3. Okay. And this one. Okay. And our little sailboat and the dolphins. And the little single dolphin is so stinking cute. Look at that. It's just a tiny little dolphin. Okay, super cute. All right, now then. Are you having troubles with YouTube, Miss Vicky? Vicky was going to go over to YouTube so that she could see everybody's comments, but she's back. So Tondra is asking, what is my work surface? So this is actually I don't know what the measurements are. It's huge, like 24 by 32 maybe or something like that. It's a silicone mat. And it's absolutely fabulous. Oh, and it's dirty under there. There we go. It's just a silicone mat that is protecting my desk so that this doesn't get gucky or anything else. And it helps keep things from sliding around. And it keeps the glare off because my work table has a shiny finish to it. Hey, Miss Greta, how are you, darling? Oh, I love and miss you so much. I'm so glad to have you here, darling. So anyway, yes, it's a silicone mat that covers my workspace. It's huge. And, if I start to adhere something and decide that I don't need it adhered yet, I can just stick it down on my mat. And it doesn't mess things up. So yes, and actually I set up an affiliate thing on Amazon the other day, and I will put a link somewhere. I'll put a link somewhere. Let me see if I can find it, because I made a link for an affiliate list, and it's called the Top Recommendations from the Stampin' Chick or something like that. And it's yeah, it's wonderful. There's a whole lot here. Let me just see. Ba-da. I'm trying to do something. I don't know what I'm trying to do, but here we go. Let me have a link, please. There we go. Copied and pasted. All right, there it is, friends. There it is. Okay, so that link is an affiliate link, I think. And it has this silicone mat as well as my InSwan camera and my laptop mount and all kinds of stuff that I use all the time in my studio. So for those who ask, hey, what's that? Or where did you get that thing? I can just send them to the list. All right, back to it, friends. Sorry about the distraction. You know me. Squirrel. Okay, back to this, and I lost my circle. There it is. Okay, back to my crazy paper here, and I'm going to put my Pierce mat underneath because these are silicone stamps, right? And so you want to use your Pierce mat so that you've got some cushion to get a really good clear image on your stamps. And especially since we're doing distinctive stamping, which is what these are. And distinctive means that you've got some shading and highlighting stuff here. So you can see that this is a little bit darker than this area. And this is a little darker than this area here. And likewise, there's a little dark here and here, but this is light. And that is actually going to come through in our stamps as well. So it's not just an image, that's what it's going to come out looking like. And it is absolutely spectacular. So especially when you're using distinctive stamps and photopolymer, you really want to make sure that you are using your Pierce mat so that you get a good clear image. Okay. All right. So the first thing we want to do here is see whereabouts our little sunset is going to go. And since we're using the blues, I believe we could use Crushed Curry or Daffodil Delight for our sunset color. So here we go. Next question. Curry or daffodil? Which color are we going to use for our sunset? Okay, let me scoot that over so the glare isn't so bad. Curry or daffodil? I always love pulling out this paper and using the same paper over and over again. Oh, blended. Tondra, you're so good. I always love using this paper that's all crazy with different colors and stamp things. It makes me feel like an artist. Okay, let me grab. Tondra's making us work for it today, ladies. She's making us work. Okay, let me find my daffodil and crushed curry blenders. Got my daubers here. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know you're right. Obviously, daffodil and crushed curry. I know you're right. Okay, here we go. Are y'all ready for this? Are you ready for this? Okay. Here we go. Crushed curry. Actually, we want to do Daffodil Delight first. So tapping in the ink pad with the sponge daubers. Tap, 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 tap. And then all over. And there's a really good reason to use sponge daubers when it comes to the distinctive stamps as well, because they are so finicky about how much ink they have on them. And if you have a really juicy ink pad and you try to stamp the distinctive stamp, then sometimes it loses some of the detail because the ink fills in all of the little tiny distinctive spots, right? But if you use, let me just leave that open because I'm sure I'll go back over it a little. But if you use sponge daubers, then not only can you get the ink where you want it to go, but also you're able to get a really good crisp, distinct image. So I'm going across the bottom section with the darker crushed curry, and I went over the whole thing to begin with daffodil. So the top half of it, the little area there, is daffodil, and then the darker area is crushed curry. Yes, you did, Miss Greta. I hope that you're going to come back and visit sometime. We miss you so much. We'd love to see you. There we go. Okay, and then I want to kind of go over the little crack line there just a little bit because that's going to be my fade. Okay, so I'm just working my way up, and then I'll do just a little. There we go. All right. Give it a little ha so that you know. Whoop, not on that one. Oh, almost messed it up. Okay. Ooh, but. All right, hold on. Hold on. We're going to have to do something else too. Okay. We're getting really detailed in this very simple card. I didn't do it upside down. No, I didn't. I swear I didn't do it upside down. Did I use my crushed curry? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Oh, that's because that's the darker on the thing. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's all Tandra's fault. We didn't have to do two different colors. We could have done the same color and it would have been just fine because it still would have been dark. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. I'm not going to blame Tandra, even though it's her fault. Okay, so with the distinctive stamps, and we just talked about it. We just talked about it, how if you use a distinctive stamp, and I will use, oh, not that one. That one's thick. Okay, come here. Okay, let me grab this. Okay, tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. You can take it. I know you can, love. You know I'm just kidding, though, right? I love you. Yes. Okay, so there is what it looks like when you're stamping on a juicy ink pad and all the same color, okay? You can see how this right here is a bit more saturated. And even though you've got the shading and highlighting, look at the difference between the shading and highlighting there. It's just juicier and there's more definition in the shading here, I feel like. Okay. So, but you can tell even right here, this is done with the daffodil and this one was tapped on. So it is a bit richer. And yes, of course you can stamp directly. You don't have to use your sponge daubers, but you get a different look as you can see there. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and actually it works out really well. I'm going to take that. Oh, it's a little bit bigger than that one. It works for the round one, but not so much for this one. Okay, so I want to take my scissors, if I can find them. And I'm going to come around. And actually, I'm kind of wasting time here. I don't need to do this after all. But I'm going to anyway because I've already committed to it. Has anybody seen the new Ghostbusters movie? Totally random and absolutely out of line. Has anybody seen the new Ghostbusters movie? Frozen Empire, I believe is what it's called. Matt and I just watched it last night, which of course is why I brought it up. So we just watched it last night and it was fabulous, actually. Okay, what I'm doing with this piece is I'm going to use this as a mask, and since this is a pretty simple design, I'm just going to kind of hold it there on the other side, so that way I can still use this piece for something later, okay? So I'm going to lay it here, and all I really want to do is focus on the top section, because we're going to be stamping this, right? And it's going to come off the edges. So we're going to have the bottom section done, but that top section, we don't really want it left white, right? I mean, we could, but do we want it left white? I think maybe we should do a little bit of light boho, I think. What do you think? You tell me if you think so. And I'm going to grab a brush just in case. Are we on the same page? Should we do a little sky background there? What do you think? Sky background or no? Do you want to see what it looks like without the sky background and just the water first? We can totally do that. I'm all over the place tonight, y'all. I am in rare form, as my Nana would say. I have no idea why. I'm losing my mind. Middle age has kicked in and I am losing it. So bear with me. I hope you guys love me. I really will get my act together, but who knows when. Okay, there we go. We've got that. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it's plain right there, you know? And I kind of feel like it needs a little bit, you know, a little bit of something. Okay, so Sherry says yes, boho sky. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and bring that up just a bit. And I want to be able to see the yellow, but not really, because it's going to act like a little buffer. Hey, Miss Carol, how are you? Did you come in just in time for me to say I was losing my mind and absolutely out of it? I'm glad that you love me, by the way. That's wonderful, darling. I love you too. Okay, I'm going to set that right there, and I'm just going to hang on to it, and we'll just come along like this. Now, I am going to fade into this a bit because we want to make sure that it matches, right? We don't want a really serious line there, but there we go. And of course, it gets lighter as we go. We'll see how this looks. We may not like it. We may have to do it over again. Who knows? We'll see. Hi, Miss Dawn. How are you today, darling? You're just in time, love. Okay, now, as opposed to using the masking tape, you'll have to hang on to your little tab here. So yes, you can use the masking paper. I am being lazy and I'm just using this cardstock piece. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Just pretend like it's masking tape and I'll pretend to hold it really well. Okay, how are you doing today, ladies? Miss Carol, Miss Dawn. You guys doing well today? You missed the welcomes and greetings, and so we don't know what you're up to. Are you up to good things? There we go. I'm telling you though, really and truly, I do feel a little bit like Alice through the looking glass today. It's been weird. I don't know. I'm out of sorts. Still no car, Carol. Oh no. Well, you know, it doesn't surprise me because, you know, when I took my car in just to get the windshield replaced, it took them a month to get it done. All right, there we go. And I like that. I think that's better. Do you like that? That's good. I hope you like it. If you don't, well, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back to our project here. I haven't attached this down yet because I hadn't decided if we wanted to maybe pop it up or put it down directly. But now I'm thinking we should go ahead and put it down directly because the border is so tiny. It might get lost if we popped it up. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach it. And as sure as I do that, I'll want not to. So maybe, you know what? Maybe hang on. Another of the good things, remember I mentioned, tape it, but don't want to yet. Look at that. I can stick it down on my work mat. Okay, this piece I definitely do want to pop up, I think. So let me grab some dimensionals here. Oh, I'm getting them everywhere. You know what? Get in there. Okay. Okie dokie. It's a bit quiet here today. I mean, it's unusually quiet, which I really shouldn't be saying, and I know better than to say because that usually means all heck's about to break loose. But I can't help myself. I'm telling you, I'm all out of sorts. Just call me the Mad Hatter today. Crazy girl. All right. So let's think of some things here, okay? We can put this directly onto the card, all right? And maybe even pop this up on dimensionals. But this area right here looks a little plain, and I feel like we need some ribbon. What do you think? So maybe if we were to do either like the boho blue is a really nice and will be kind of a neutral look. Okay, and we can tie a bow right here. And that would be pretty. And we're going to put a sentiment too, so we're not going to worry too much about the space. We could do even pebbled path. I know it's not a color that we're using on this card, but the blues and the gray color kind of go really nicely together. So we could do that one. Yeah, so let's decide that. Do we want to do boho blue ribbon or pebbled path? So blue or gray ribbon? Blue or gray ribbon? Okay, and while you're deciding that, I'm going to put this piece down again before I get it stuck somewhere, and I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. Okay, so blue or gray ribbon? All right, here we go. Sherry says boho blue. All right. And we've got a gray. Okay, so we need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker, please. All right, Miss Dawn says blue as well. Okay. And Carol says pebbled path. All right, we still need a tiebreaker, folks. Oh, we were doing so well. All right, next one takes it. Who are we doing? Blue or gray ribbon for this project, okay? Blue or gray ribbon? Let's see here. There we go. Blue or gray? I know I've got a couple more girls still in here. There we go. What's Mama say, Miss Sherry? Blue or gray? Yep, gray. Okay, very good. All right, Miss Debbie has broken the tie. Thank you so much, darling. Yes, I do agree that there was a lot of blue. And, you know, it's okay to have a relatively monocolor card. Oh my goodness, monochromatic. See, I'm telling you, losing my mind here. All right, bring this back into play. I'm not going to put it in the center. I'm going to put it a little south of center. Something to that effect. And let's put this on the card. There we go. And cut. Oh, I think I left a little bit too much of a tail there. There we go. The blue does blend in pretty well. You are so right. Okay, here we go. Both of them would look fabulous. The gray is going to be gorgeous, I think. Here we go. There we go. There we go. All right, we'll fiddle with you again here in a minute. I don't like it that way, but we'll fiddle. We'll fiddle a little more. We're just going to leave it like this for a hot second. Okay. Now, I did put dimensionals on the back of our image piece here. So let me get that attached. And I'm just going to bring that straight down there. Stay put. And then something like this. Pop, pop. There we go. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Now let me see if I can get this bow to behave a little better. All right. I want it here, I think. Yeah, I do agree that the gray is going to set it off a little bit too. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. That's the way. Yes. Yes, mate. Yes. There we go. All right. Fabulous. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is quit fiddling with our bow. All right. Next thing that we need to do, you know what would have been great? A dolphin would have been great, wouldn't it? That's okay. We don't need it just now. What about a boat, though? A boat? A boat would have been good. Can I get a good... I feel like I'm pushing my luck if I were to stamp it. Can I stick this under here? Look at me trying to be so sneaky about this. I don't know. Am I brave? I'm brave. I'm brave. Okay, here's what we're going to do. And just to add a little bit of something, let me grab the Pebble Path ink. And tap, 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 tap. Here we go. Hold our breath. And okay. Oh, you thought so too. See, great minds think alike, darling. Tandra says exactly my thought with the sheet of dimensionals. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Yay. Everybody clap and cheer. Okay, that one definitely deserves some hearts, right? Hearts, thumbs up. Let's see them, folks. That was amazing. Holy cow. Whew. Okay, I admit I was sweating that one just a little bit. Yeah, actually, it did wonderfully. Well done. Okay. All right, now. I know, Carol, I know. Okay, now, The next thing that we need to do is pick our sentiment. Okay. So, what kind of a card did we just make? Did we make ooh, you've come so far and accomplished so much. That looks really cool, but when would I use that? Oh, or it's okay to fall apart. I'm still here for you. Actually, you know what? I know someone that this card would be perfect for now. I have the perfect person. Do you guys mind if we use this one? It's okay to fall apart. I'm still here for you. A friend of mine had passed away a few weeks ago, and her husband is having a little bit of trouble, as you can imagine. I think maybe he would like a little card. What do you think? Would that be okay? Where is it? It's okay to fall apart. There we go. All right, is that one gonna work? Look at that, it's Kismet. It's meant to be. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I know, Tandra. I know. Hi, Fernando. How are you? There we go. Okay, so, and for sure, going to need our Pierce mat again. So let's bring that up here. Okay, we've got that. Now, the question. Do we use Misty Moonlight for the sentiment or Pebbled Path? Decisions. Misty Moonlight or Pebbled Path? Yeah, Sherry, I do think that it'll be a really nice card for him. I invited him to our little meteor shower cookout on Tuesday. I don't know if he'll come out or not, but I hope he does, because I think that'll be a lot of fun. You don't have to have a conversation if you don't want to. You can just hang out and watch the stars. No big deal. All right, Miss Tandra says Pebbled Path. Okay, and Sherry says Pebbled Path. Thank you, girls, for being on the same page. All right, did I put my finger in it? No, I didn't. All right, very good. Oh, yay, we are universal. Well done. Well done. Okay, here we go. All right, again, tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. And let's see if we can get this lined up. I want to leave just a little bit of an edge around because I believe we'll be able to get a die on here as well, and it's going to cut it beautifully. So we'll get to see that in action. All right, let me do that. Set that off to the side. Now the question will be to find the die. I keep saying that I'm going to make a cheat for it, and I have yet to do it, but I think this one's it. So, well, it is. All right, good deal. Okay, so yeah, I'm so glad that everybody is on par with this. Now, the one thing I can see is, golly, it's a little bit difficult to find out where the lines line up, isn't it? But we're going to be brave here. Okay, grab the machine. Do the edges in Misty Moonlight. Oh, Carol, that is a good idea. Let's see here. I'm going to grab some tape. Okay. There we go. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure how much of an edge we'll have, Carol. I think we'll see. We'll see. We might have enough, but I'm afraid that it's going to be a tight fit. And if we do the edges, it will be a little bit distorting on the center. But let's see what we have, because that is a great idea. Yeah, it's really, really tight quarters there. So I'm going to say we'd better not. But that being said, it would have been good to do this in like the edges of this in Misty Moonlight. That would have been great. Okay, so I think we're going to do something to this effect. So I'm going to put 3 sets of dimensionals here. Let me see. We'll start with 2 and see how that goes. Yeah, it is really tiny. It does an incredibly tight cut, doesn't it? Yeah. It's one really fun thing about this bundle. Also, kind of like you couldn't do all the extra stuff with it like you can if you've just cut a label, but it's really neat that it cuts it so tight also. I think that's wonderful. All right, let's see if we can get a whole dimensional back here. Oh, things are working out just perfectly, like a glove. Like a glove. Okay, there we go. Man, it does fit snug as a bug. All right. Now, I think it is really, really neat how we can use this particular stamp set, the Under the Moon stamp set, and the Wonderful Thoughts bundle, and come up with so many crazy different ideas. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And, 2 might be good. What do you think about 2? Let me bring it over just a little. Stop that. Go where you're supposed to go. There we go. I think that's nice. I like that. And 2 fits in my rule of no more than 2 layers of dimension when you're sending something off. So, well done, Dana. Okay. All right. Wait. No, I want it just a little bit more. Just a little more, please. Is that straight? Definitely want it straight. There we go. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? That's a great card. It turned out nice. And even though we had that big plain background that I was a little bit worried about at first with that bow in there and then our sentiment, it works perfectly. Okay, so today I got in some of those adhesive back textured dots, and they are super cool. But I don't know if we want to use them or if we don't. So stop that. This stinky camera, okay, it really doesn't normally do that to me. I'm not sure that those go well because they're more of a brassy look. Of course, in the video, it looks like it's the same. But see, there's a brassy look and then the kind of grayish of the pebbled path. So maybe they tie in between the curry and the pebbled path? Or should we do, let's see, I want to keep it pretty simple though, right? So, no, I don't like that one. Thoughts or ideas, folks? If anybody has any, please feel free to chime in. Oh, we have these ones. These ones are the new ribbon. What are they? Pecan pine clear ribboned adhesive back. They've got a bit of sparkle, not really sparkle, but just they have sparkle. So there's this one. Okay, so elements or none. First of all, let's go there. Do we want bling or none? I mean, the card is pretty. I know it's plain, but it's very simple and beautiful. Or do we want to add just a few little bling bling? I mean, we could. Oh, back to junk journaling. All right, Miss Vicky, have a wonderful night, darling. So do we want to add a little something to it or leave it? What do we want to do here, friends? And while you're deciding, I'm going to clean, maybe I'm going to clean my stamp. There it is, the small package, these ones right here. Okay. All righty. Oh my goodness, I almost put my sponge dauber in my cleaning pad. Oh, maybe I need a nap. Maybe that's my problem. Am I on old lady status and I need a nap? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Always add bling. Yeah. Carol, I know. That's wonderful, isn't it? Okay. So we're going to add these and we got 2 and 2. Okay. So I'll wait for just a second then because we're house divided. Do we need bling or no bling? So either the bling or none at all. Okay, somebody give us a tiebreaker, and I'm going to continue washing off my stamps. Okay, so bling or no bling? That is the question. All right, we're doing that. I didn't use that one. I didn't use those ones. Okay. All righty then. Do, 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 do. Oh, Sherry. Friends. Okay. So, let's see. Bling. No bling. Okay. Bling. Let's see. If it goes on easily, then we'll do bling. If not, we won't do any. Okay. How about that? Do, 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 do. Nope. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. What do you mean, what are those I'm holding? This thing? Is this what you're talking about, Tandra? My pokey thing? Oh, the bling. Yeah, that's the small package. That is the adhesive back textured dots. And they are really, really cool, actually. Let me see if I can get it to focus in a little. There we go. So they've got little, like, they could be a golf ball even if they were bigger and a different color. But they have that kind of texture like hammered metal. And they are, or a beehive, or if you ever took your headphones apart when they were actually headphones and they had the little foam cover on them, I know you know what I'm talking about. When you peeled that off and you twist the ring off, there was that little screen in there, right? That's what this reminds me of. Boy, did I go way out of left field on that one. All right, there we go. Now, okay, of course, we have to do an envelope and we have to do the inside, because what do we always say? No naked insides and no naked envelopes. And since I'm going to be sending this out first thing tomorrow, I will go ahead and do it right now. So let's see what we can do. First of all, let me see if there's okay, so there is this one here. I'll listen to your silence when words are just too much, but I feel like that's a bit too muchness. You know what I mean? So I don't like that one, but maybe we just don't put anything inside word-wise and just do the little ship scene. How about that? You remember, Tandra. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's good stuff. Okay, let's see. Misty Moonlight. We're going to just go ahead and kind of recreate that scene a little bit, but we don't have to do the whole thing. And what I mean by that is I'm going to set that aside and stamp that one last and bring in crushed curry, actually. And a little, nope, not that. A little of the Tappy Tappy with the sponge dauber. Because remember, that does make a difference. It showed up a bit lighter, and especially on the inside. Yeah. You did too say you're old, or say I'm old. But as long as you're older, that's all that matters. I don't know if you are, though, so we might have to have a chat. But that's definitely a private conversation, Tandra. We don't want the whole world to know this stuff. Okay, here we go. So what I'm going to do, the reason why I wanted to stamp this first is because the water I can line up easily, no problem. You are not. You lie. There is no way you're 65. I'm just saying. No way. Okay. I want it to be off the side just a little bit, but still mostly on the card. So I'm thinking somewhere like this. Okay. Beautimous. And then I can add my water. Shoop. There we go. Well done. And then for good measure, let's add our little boat to the inside here. Oh, so pretty. And now the inside is done beautifully. It coordinates well with the outside. I can write a beautiful little note, and yeah, we're good. Okay, so let's do the same thing again on the envelope, shall we? We're going to go off just a little bit. And then the water. Okay, beautiful. And the ship. There we go. And then I think on this side, oh, I just tapped my water in the Pebbled Path ink. That is what I get for having all those ink pads open, especially on a day like today. So I'm going to close these other ones, and I'm going to get my cleaner out because now I have to clean the water because water is not Pebbled Path by any means whatsoever. Holy mackerel. Okay, here we go. Tap, tap, tap. And, actually, hold on. The wheels, they are a-turning. Thank you so much, Tandra. I really appreciate that you like my card. Okay, we're going to do this. Get out of the way. Okay. Just a little of the sun. There we go. All right. And then the water. If you're hearing the obscene breathing in the background, I'm I'm breathing on the stamp to make sure that my ink hasn't dried out because I had already stamped the blue. Okay, and now before I do it again, let me close the blue and the yellow, and let's bring out the Pebbled Path one more time. And voila. All right, there we go, my friends. So start to finish, designing the card did not take us a whole long time. We've been on for a little bit over an hour now, but quite a bit of that was also chatting. So I would say probably about 45 minutes, start to finish, to design a beautiful, beautiful masculine card. I really like this, guys. We did a great job. Well done. Pat yourselves on the back. Yay! All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Let me just change my camera over here. And there we go. Hi. So I don't know if today you saw that side, if you saw my face down in the bottom corner while we were doing the whole thing. But anyway, I think I'm finally getting the hang of this restream thing. So thank goodness. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's project. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today and helping me create this beautiful card. I know that my friend is absolutely going to love it. And I really appreciate you guys helping me out with it tonight. So make sure that if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you take advantage of that sale. If you're not, sign up for Paper Pumpkin because, oh my gosh, Paper Pumpkin is amazing. If you don't know how, let me know. Send me a comment. Bonus days are going on for just a couple more days, so don't let that slip by. And I will see you all next week. I'm going to have something fun and exciting to share with you guys next week, I think. I hope, knock on wood. So be sure to tune in next week, okay? If you guys liked the video, I would love for you to show me some love. Share the video with your friends because we would love to have more people hang out and have fun creating with us. Until next time, my friends, I'll see y'all later.